What if this could be the year you finally build the relationships you've been craving? And yes, if you're watching on video, I am holding a dog because he's been whining. And if you're not watching on video, if you're listening, this is a reason to watch on video because you get to see said cute dog. Say hi. I just went to the groomer. Okay, so back to you. This year can be your year to make new friends as an adult. Not the surface level ones, but the ones who really make life better. So stick with me because today I'm giving you the blueprint for building friendships in 2025. Imagine a year where you feel supported, understood, connected. Well, today we are pulling together strategies to make that vision a reality. Welcome to the Creating Opportunities podcast. This is a place where we help smart, ambitious professionals create better relationships for success. And why? Because people matter. They're messy, but they make life better and they matter. And I am your host, Cassandra. I am a speaker, trainer, an iced coffee lover. It's important you know that. And I am here to help you make deeper connections. So let's get into it. So let's walk through some key steps that will guide you to stronger, more meaningful friendships in 2025. Or frankly, 2026, 27, whenever you're watching this. Step one, you gotta get clear on what you want. It helps to start by identifying the types of friendships you want in your life. You know, do you need more friends at work? I will be very honest, in my mid-20s, I realized I had a ton of friends outside of work, but I had really kind of isolated at work and I needed to get work friends back again. So maybe it's, I need some more friends during my office time, or, you know, I'm a new mom. I'm not a new mom. I'm saying you might say this, like, I'm a new mom and I'd like to make friends with some other new moms. I'm the only one of my friends that has a kid. That could be you. Or you could be the only one who doesn't have kids and you're like, I need to meet some other people because I'm not a mom. Right? It could be anything. But think through who you want in your life, and then with that, what values matter to you in your relationships? Now, the one caveat I will say on all of this is I would not go on the hunt for a best friend. I think best friends, or if you think we're too old to say best friend, deep, close friendships, you know, that inner circle, I think that comes over time. And I will say, basically never in my life has it been the person I thought it would be. Those are relationships that just happen to deepen, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, that's the person I'm closest to. But I think if you go on the hunt for a best friend, you won't find them. Again, this all goes back to the same things we say in romantic relationship advice, but we just never put it towards friendships. You know, they always say, oh, you'll find the love of your life when you're not looking for him. Like if you're on the hunt for him, you're not gonna find him. There's some in between to that, in all honesty, I think. But that idea of like, you can't force a best friendship. Effort, not force, as we keep talking about here. I think I've beat this horse dead, so we'll move on. So define your friendship goals is just a good first step. It gives us a direction to point in. You know, do you want more hiking buddies? Do you want someone to play pickleball with? Are you looking for, like I said, work friends? Now, remember in my own story that I shared last week, I thought it would be friends at church, and I have started to make more inroads in that direction now, but I had to look outside of that to other areas of my life where I could make friends. And so don't choose just one narrow area, but see a couple of different areas where you are looking for friends, so we have some direction to go in instead of just, I want to make friends out in the world. And now we go join groups and find communities around these things that we're interested in. So this could be an ongoing class. This could be joining an association or a club of some kind, a membership. Any of those sorts of things are great places to start. Showing up in spaces where people share your interests naturally opens doors to connection. And with this, remember, try and find places where connection can happen organically, where people are more open to talking and chatting with you. So this is why it should be an ongoing class, not a one-off class. Also, I will say, as I've started digging into this, there are new groups popping up. I'm getting Instagram ads for groups popping up to help you make friends. One is just these one-off dinners from a company called Time Left. I think I'm gonna go investigate these. But another one, I wanna say it's called Real Rooted. It has the word rooted in it. You meet with a group of 6 people and then you do 6 different activities with them because they recognize one-off things aren't gonna do it. So maybe it's trying one of these things. Maybe it's seeing if there's some sort of like friendship group in your area. Facebook has a lot of these too, but what I've seen is the ones that are just general, like here we have Scottsdale Girlfriends or Phoenix Girlfriends. Those don't work as well as like Phoenix Girlfriends walking group. Like, great, I'm gonna go get a walk and I get to go meet some people. One that's just like, let's make friends tends to be a little too general. So try and find some groups in your area that meet more than one time so that you can start building relationships. And then step 3, as we enter into this process, let's do a gut check on some of those myths we tend to hold on to. One of those that I think happens a lot, friendship has to be instant. You know, you go to the hiking club or the walking group one time and people were, you know, said hi, but they didn't really warm up and you didn't really click with anyone right in that moment, so I'm not gonna go again. Y'all, this is so easy to do. I have done this myself. You have to show up again. Friendship isn't instant. People are very guarded. We are all more guarded. I don't exactly know why, but we're all more guarded now. So it probably will take more than one time. So show up again. Remind yourself it's not going to be instant. Now, there are some other myths you might need to bust or some common beliefs that we want to pretend we don't have. If you need to have a refresher, if you missed that episode, just do a little gut check with yourself. I'll put a link to it in the description box and the show notes, and I'll put a card to it right here if you want to go check that out. But for now, just remember, it's probably not going to be instant. This is going to take time. Then, as we start going to these groups, let's start taking those relationships deeper. So once you've made those initial connections, it's time to nurture them. Ask deeper questions, share more about yourself, start asking people to one-on-one things like maybe grabbing coffee or getting on a Zoom chat, taking a little break in the afternoon from the workday. See if you can start to get to know people on a deeper level. Now, I think sometimes this is where we have an issue where we go, I want to go deep with people, and we want them all of a sudden to like give up all their most vulnerable moments very quickly. No, I'm talking about like, let's just get to know them better. It's not just the surface level, how was your week? Now we learn a little bit more about them by getting one-on-one on a call. And then the more you do that, the deeper you can go. This is where friendships start to shift from casual to meaningful. If you've done something to take friendships next level, let us know in the comments. What is it that you've done? It doesn't have to be crazy. It could be, yeah, I always ask people for coffee, or I found asking people time of day that works best for them has helped make friendships because then I know to say, let's get a morning coffee or let's meet for happy hour, depending on who the person is. Whatever it is, share it in the comments. Let's help each other out. So step 5, stay consistent. Consistency is key. Honestly, consistency is the key to a lot of life. When people ask my advice on a lot of different areas, I'm like, oh, it's consistency. You want to lose weight? Be consistent in trying to lose weight. You want to excel at social media or at YouTube? Keep showing up every week. Stay consistent. You want to build friendships? Stay consistent. It's really a key in life, but consistency is key in taking these relationships further because, again, it's not about meeting once a month at an industry meeting or at the Mommy and Me class and then not talking for a month. It's about the follow-ups. It's about keeping in touch and checking in and saying, how are things going, or thought of you today. Those little gestures over time, building in that consistency of not just showing up at the place for every hiking group walk or industry meeting, but checking in over time, those touch points build connection and with them trust. So that might look like scheduling regular check-ins. Like, y'all, again, without intention, we forget these very simple things. So you might add to your to-do list, text friend, and every day you just send a how's it going message to a different friend. Do what you have to do to build in consistency. Honestly, a lot of friendship is not about grand gestures. It's about being present over time. So find ways to be consistent in showing up in your friendships. Don't get it twisted. I am not saying you have to like every Thursday I text this person, but but just building this people first mentality of checking in with people in general is going to build the consistency that people start reaching out to you and we start creating deeper relationships that we've been looking for. And then if you really want to help yourself on this, I would suggest a 6th step of surrounding yourself with support. If right now you are thinking, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it alone. I'm tired of being the one to reach out. I'm tired of making effort at this. Get a supportive community around you, and that's where One Hello Society comes in. So One Hello Society is a community where you can find accountability, resources, and real support as you work towards building meaningful relationships. It's designed to give you the tools you need and people to cheer you on. From co-working calls to monthly resources, you'll always have something to guide you. One Hello Society is my community and membership where essentially we get together 2 times a month on a call and we co-work together, but it's all focused around relationship building. This could be for your business and saying, I need to meet more people locally to build those relationships to get referral partners, or you could use it to say, I need to make sure I'm keeping up on my friendships because I'm just too busy with my work tasks that I don't text people. Well, now you have a designated hour twice a month where you can go through and text some friends and see how they're doing because you've got other people who are doing the same thing, and that mirroring helps us get our stuff done. So we prioritize and find accountability for all other tasks in our life. Let's start doing it for this. If you're serious about 2025 being your year of connection and of friendships, One Hello Society is where you can make it happen. So check out the link in the show notes and in the description below to learn more. And if you have questions, please leave them below or email me. It's in the show notes as well. So there is your friendship blueprint for the year. Get clear on the types of friendships you want, join spaces where like-minded people gather, overcome the myths that hold you back, nurture connections deeply, stay consistent, and surround yourself with a supportive community. Now, let me know in the comments your next step. Are you sending a message? Are you joining a group? Am I gonna see you inside One Hello Society? Whatever it is, write it in the comments. I would love to cheer you on. And with that, I will see you next week with a new episode. If you need to catch up on any of the past ones, you can find those right here or in a playlist in the show notes. Bye.